Do you know in sales and marketing there is very interesting term known as closing. Closing and selling, these are two different things. So in selling you try to sell something very hard where you appear to be needy, creepy. While closing, it's something where that person, that prospect already knows about you and he's there to purchase your product and service. Just you need to give that final touch and close him. That is known as closing. Persuasion is an integral part of closing, but it is more than that. Prospect means that tentatively that person can be converted into your client. There are three types of prospect. First one is cold prospect. So cold prospect has very bleak information about you. Second one is warm prospect. So warm prospect, they know about you or you nurture them by providing more information using your content like social media presence, video, etc. And the third one is hot prospect. So hot prospect is someone who has enough idea about you. He already gone through your content. He already nurtured enough to know more information about you. And he has almost finalized his decision to purchase your idea, service and product. So these are the three different types of prospect. So when any prospect has spent enough time in your universe, then it is very easy to close them. Otherwise, it is very difficult to get their trust and sell anything and close them. That's where they need to spend at least 10 hours in your universe by going through your content, video, books, or they at least attend your masterclass or website or your seminar, whatever it is, where they will get more trust on your capability, and that's where closing starts. So establishing your authority is one of the biggest part of closing process. Asking right questions and getting right answer is the right closing. For closing, you don't need technical knowledge. It is not technical knowledge which sells, it is actually about results. Don't sell your product and service, just focus on results. How, what, why should be addressed before closing. After closing, you need to be up to your promise and deliver the best quality and result so that people will get your trust and it will be a long-term relationship with your client. Let's see more details about closing. Closing start with the agreement. Agreement helps to reduce the resistance from other person. You need to agree with disagreement during the initial conversation. Agreement help person to open up as a feeling of connectivity at same level. Agreement gives the feel good factor about that person. So what all these things and agreement is, let me explain it with very good example. Suppose somebody wakes up late. So first you need to agree with them, saying that waking up late is good because you can complete your sleep. Otherwise it could have spoiled your day, right? And after that, slowly you need to keep on talking, and at the end you need to let them realize that waking up early is really good habit because you can get more time to spend in your day. So that way you need to first agree with the disagreement. That is the first process of closing. Then coming to the next part about question. So asking right question is really good habit, not only in closing but at lots of places. So asking right question at right time, at right place can create a difference. Question triggers thought process. So when you ask the question, so you transfer that control on another person. Question release the energy to get more information from other side, right? That's where asking question is very, very powerful habit. Question create more control for you by transferring pressure on other person. So even during interview, suppose you are giving interview and if you manage to ask question to the interviewee, then you transfer control to that person and he is bound to answer that question. So that's where asking right question and taking out that right information via answers is a powerful skill. Question helps to understand pain problem area in a better way. So that's where you need to develop habit of asking right question to the right person at right time to get out that right information. Coming to the next part is pain. Again, as I told you, you need to identify the pain areas of your prospect or anybody with whom you are talking. So there are generally three types of pain areas. First one is surface level pain, second one is business, financial, commercial level pain, and third one is personal level pain. If you are not connected with that person at the personal level, means you haven't started the closing. So pain triggers emotional flow. That's where getting that information about pain is very important. Pain makes realize emotional needs. Emotional flow blocks intelligence of that person. It is again very interesting principle that is widely used by sales and marketing people, where they trigger your emotions, and when you are emotionally triggered, automatically your intelligence power goes down. So always remember, even while purchasing anything, don't do those emotional decisions. And while selling yourself, definitely you need to make people emotional, but while you go for the buying, you need to keep your intelligence and logical thought process always on. Pain helps to connect with the people at emotional level. So that is the power pain has. Coming to the next part is dream. So as I told you in previous slide also, when we were talking about persuasion, dream creates hope by generating good feeling about the future. Dream triggers the betterment feeling about oneself. Dreams motivate people to see things differently. Dream helps to provide solution for existing problem, and that is the power dream has. So when I talk about all these things about dream, means you have to take out that information from your prospect. So you have to take out what kind of dream he's looking for. That is what all about dreams. After you get the dream, then you need to start talking about solution. So it is not just solution, but you need to give the actual end results. So there is a difference between solution and results. So let me explain it with very good example which happens with us in our day-to-day life. Suppose you fix any issue, so that is a technical fix, but how that technical fix resulted into performance of your software, or it turn out to be a good saving of the time in terms of the business. So talk about those results, because results create very powerful feeling compared to actual solution. So when I say solution, means it should be a combination of solution plus results. Solution is the way to create trust. So when you talk about solution, actual solution, that is technical solution, you gain more confidence. Solution gives feeling of relaxation to the people. Solution provides value to trigger to pay any price. Again, this is something which is related with marketing. So where you give the right solution for the person who is looking for it, and if it is really connected with his pain, then he's ready to pay any price. So that's how marketing people sell their product. Solution removes doubt. That is another thing when you talk about solution and results. Solution needs to be emotional solution and not the actual solution. This is what I was talking about. So your actual solution is solution, and when I say emotional solution, means it's all about result of your idea, product and service. So when people buy your product without any objection, so that is what ultimate closing. So this is about solution as part of your closing. Generally two types of closing. First one is one-on-one closing and second one is platform closing. So let's see what is one-on-one closing. So one-on-one closing means when you are connected with your prospect at one-on-one level. So when you have that one-on-one meeting with your manager, or suppose your to-be client having that one-on-one meeting, so that's where you can use this formula. So again, as part of the one-on-one closing, as I told you, that client or that prospect already knows enough information about you. So that's how he comes to your meeting as part of the closing. So when it comes to the closing, you will greet each other. You will check your own authority from your prospect. So what inspire you to book call with me today? So what makes you feel that I'm the right person for this, or what makes you feel that my organization is right for your problems? Then ask them their dream life. So show the interest in the customer future and their problem rather than the product and services. So check what is they are expecting, what is their dream solution, what is their dream life they want as part of that discussion. Understand their dreams, what they expect, what is the definition of their dream life, what kind of life you want to build. So ask this question to them as part of their dreams. So you take out the more information, what is expected as their dream life, as their future solution. Then you need to talk about the challenges, why they are not reaching to that dream. So what is stopping you from achieving dream life or roadblock, whatever dream solution is there, right? What could be the potential and possible roadblocks to achieve that dream life? What are the gaps in your future state which you want to achieve? Understand the pain. So as I told you, there are three types of pain. One is surface level pain, business, financial, commercial, and personal level pain. So it is always good to connect with that prospect at the personal level. So next thing is about hope. That ladder which will give them that really good feeling is hope to achieve their dream life. How would that make you feel once you achieve your dream life? So you need to ask this question. You need to generate that hope by asking this question. How would that make feel to your organization? So what would be the impact of that on the organization level or team level? You can ask those questions. What are you looking for as part of your hope? So you can ask these questions. How it will impact for your career. So even you can go at the personal level and ask them if they get this solution or if we solve that problem, so how it will impact their career. So that is again, you are trying to connect with them at the personal hope level. So people buy based on the emotions. So that's where you need to trigger their emotions so that you will be well connected with them and they will end up purchasing your service, product or idea. So this formula is not only applicable during your career, but at any place when you interact with the people. Once you go through that entire cycle, so you are almost at the last step, that is closing. Part of the closing, people like to buy and not sell. During the closing, you need to ask them really thought-provoking questions like what inspired you to come today? Remind them about their pain which they talked about initially. Let them remind that are they okay to live with this problem permanently in their life, or when you will show your 100% commitment to fix this problem. So ask this thought-provoking question, and once they convince and once they feel that they are at the right place to get that solution and they feel that your idea is really worth to solve their problems, then they are closed and they are converted into client. So this process, whatever I told you, I explain you it in very simple and straightforward words, but believe me, you need a lot of practice. So first one is greeting, second one is authority check, third one is dream, fourth one is challenges, problems, fifth one is hope, and sixth is close, where your prospect is converted. So during this entire process, you may come up with lots of objection. And that's where you need to prepare the list of your objection handling that we already talked about as a topic of objection handling. So this is the formula for 101 closing. Now coming to the next part, that is platform closing. So platform closing is something where you have to address the n number of people. So it's a one-to-many kind of speech to define that winning speech. Generally, when it comes to the platform closing, you need to talk about 20 to 25% about pain area, about the topic which you are covering there. So your speech should cover at least 10 to 15% dream area, and then 25 to 40% speech should cover about solution and result. 15 to 20% should be part of your closing. So this is how you go and do the platform closing. This is again very high level description about closing. It is very powerful formula when it comes to selling your ideas and pursuing people. You need to deliver what you promise as part of the closing, because people will be emotionally driven and they will end up purchasing your product. So use closing very carefully when you want to develop trust and long-term relationship with anyone. Please go to the attachment. There is a document about closing guideline. Download it, go through it, and put in the comment section, I am a good closer, before moving to the next video.